When you label this on the back, it says title. It's whatever you want to title it. I titled mine Painted Bird. The artist is you. Don't put me. The medium is the acrylic, and I also put the year that I painted this. Today, all you're going to do is a wash, and you have practiced your bird. You've painted your bird. This is one of my sketches that I did. I have several videos that I've done with you. And so the wash, you're going to spread over the whole thing. And this is covered with a gesso. It's a wrapped canvas. As a table, you're all going to have this color. This is blue cotton. And it's just going to go in the center. You're probably going to need a little bit more because your whole table's using it. And you just use a sponge brush. Now sponge brushes, the nice thing about sponge brushes is they're really quick. If you get a glob in your paint, you want to pick that off. See how you can add texture? You can either do a little strokes like this, or you can go all the way across. This might take 2 coats. And you're spreading it around. These brushes will not be cleaned in your water bowls. They'll have to be cleaned in the sink because they really do soak up the paint because they are sponge brushes. So all I'm doing is I'm making this background. The thing that I do like about the sponge brushes is that they cover real quick and acrylics dry really quick. So I've just got my hand on here to make sure it doesn't move anywhere. Now, if you notice, I'm almost out of paint. Like I said, you're sharing this as a table. So you will probably have a bottle of this at your table. You just squirt some. Make sure that we've shaken it first. Close it up. And you're all just going to share. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to change it. But see if I do a long stroke. See how that changes the way my background looks? I personally kind of like the tiny little strokes like this. And you want to make sure that you cover the whole thing. Kind of gives it a texture effect. And you go from top to bottom. And you go from left to right. Now see, now I have my finger there. So it doesn't go anywhere. And I would just do that little bit right there, right at the end. And then today you're going to set this aside and let it dry. And you're going to go back to sketching your bird. So now I just have that little bit. You'll also have a little piece of paper that you're going to keep it on and then just set it aside. I did not get all the way around. If you want to, very carefully, you're going to set it on its side. And see how I just use the tip of that brush? You might get a little bit of paint on you. That's okay. Be very careful that you don't drop your canvas though. So I'm taking it all the way around. You can always rest it on the corners. Like I said, you're probably going to get a little paint on you. That's okay. And then I'm going to turn around here. If you need to get a smock, whenever we're painting these, you can. Alright, so there's that. When you paint your bird, you want to make sure that you have your name facing the right way. I mean, it's the back, so it's not going to matter. So, come back, and if I have any edges that got unpainted, and then set that aside. These will be placed in the back sink. I might have a couple people help clean these. Like I said, if you put them in these water bowls, they'll just be covered in paint. So you're going to do this wash. You're going to have your name on the back. And, oh, I see a little white spot. You might have to do 2 coats of this. After this is done, you're going to draw your bird. When you draw your bird on here, it's light till you get it right. You don't want to make a big mess, because you're going to be painting on it and you don't want to have to keep erasing. That's why you've done all your sketches. Good luck today.